this is what will be the most likely action that they will take towards you and your relationship. And this is what they would want to happen between you two. And this is the foundation. And we have the Magician here. So they are trying to charm you and get you to where they want you to go. Fool, Two of Pentacles. I'm not sure that this is a person that knows what they are doing, but they definitely have a lot of like wants and needs, and it's like longing for this treasure here. And well, the Lovers, Hierophant, Four of Pentacles. It could be something more stable here as well. This could be a marriage, for example, and a home we are having together, but maybe this person is not exactly super mature. At least they weren't here in the past. So even if they were offered like a long-term relationship, they might not have been really ready for it, with the Two of Pentacles not being like, they haven't really played all that they wanted before settling down. And here we have what they would want to happen. Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. I think they have lost you, most definitely. They have lost you, and probably try to live on without you, and maybe try to get you back at some point as well. And things haven't really worked out as planned. If this is a new person, this might be an old relationship that they are referring to. Someone that they have lost because they weren't mature enough. So they lost this important person because they couldn't give consistency. Okay. And this is the action that they will most likely take. Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, Page of Cups. Well, I can't say that this person has learned a lot from their past mistakes, and still like a go-grabber, and thinking less what they could do for the other person and more what they could gain from this situation. So maybe still being a little bit Two of Pentacles, like, I don't know what I want, but I want you today and that person tomorrow. Okay, so this is the background, Knight of Cups. So someone coming here and offering love and a new beginning, like a fairy tale knights in shining armor, courting the Queen of Cups here. So probably you. So far, so good. It looks like a new relationship with someone that sees something that they want, and they want to create something with this person. Notice that this is a knight and this is a queen. So this is someone that might not have as much to offer as the queen has, because it's not a king. And here we have a Strength card, which I feel relieved by having it there, and Eight of Cups. So I think you saw through this person, 8-8, and realized that this was a little bit of a trap, and you probably walked away, even if what they offered on the surface level really was something you wanted, because you felt the game player in this person. So you didn't believe in their rosy story here of what they wanted to offer you. So we can see that your back is turned towards this person in all these three cards. Back turned, really back turned. Okay, so I think you wanted the dream, but you didn't believe in it. So that might have been upsetting, of course, for this person, but they also tell us themselves that they are not really mature, and they might be in it for selfish reasons. So you were right, and to not trust this, and to use your own strength and adulthood to resist the temptation. Okay, so this is what they would want to happen between you two. And we have a Two of Wands. So I'm feeling a sense of being hurt. I offered something and it was declined, so now I want to kind of decline the other person. I want to say no. Too late. You didn't want me before, so you can't have me now, even if what I offered was inconsistent. And the Ten of Wands. So it's very hard for this person to put up these boundaries. It's a struggle. It doesn't come easy. It's something that this person needs to fight with every day, to do the same thing as you did here. Just saying here, it seems so easy for you to say no to this temptation. You just said, no, thank you, I don't want this. But this person has to fight to do the same, to resist you, or resist reaching out, or trying again, or try to charm you again. But it's an anger here. They are angry with you for not falling for their tricks or not giving them what they wanted. They think that they gave you what you wanted. They gave you like the beginning of a love story, and you should have given them what they wanted, but obviously you didn't, and now they're a little bit pissed off here. Page of Wands, and they crave you, but becoming even more immature because now they are just a page. So I'm feeling like this person is a little bit like a victim to their lusts and their desires, the little snake there, that they become angry with other people if they can't get what they want because they crave things so much. So they feel like you're obligated to give them to this, because in other case they will feel so restless and they will feel so hurt and abandoned, and they will have to fight with themselves to keep themselves in control. So it's almost like you're obligated to give them, if they charm you enough to fool you that they are the knight in shining armor, you should give them what they want. Okay, so that's how they feel. So if you don't do that, they get pissed. So it's almost like the person you say no to on the dance floor, and then they are angry with you the rest of the evening. So that kind of energy, if you have been through that, I think a lot of people have. Okay, 9 of Wands. So again, they're kind of sitting outside your door, wanting this, but in the same time they are also putting like walls towards you, because they are angry with you. So they still wait for you to kind of come out from the castle door like this. But in the same time, if you would come out, they would put up this boundary towards you. So it's a very complicated person that you're dealing with here. And it's very fiery. You might be dealing with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, another Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer maybe. Okay. And here we have a 6 of Swords. Okay. So this person wants you and needs you. But in time, they will kind of realize that you have walked away on them, and they would want to be able to move on too. Right now, they haven't been able to move on, but what they would want is to be able to move on too, because they feel like you have been moving on from them, so they would want to move on from you. So that is what they want in the end. But what they truly want is for you to just, give them what they asked for from the beginning, which might be like a temporary relationship or a relationship on their terms. Like, we can be together forever, but I need to have my freedom, or I need to be able to do this or that, or behave as I want, and you shouldn't, you shouldn't say anything about it. But you said, oh, you can do what you want, but I won't be here. And that pissed them off, because they would want you to go along with their terms and do as they say, give them what they want, and not oppose yourself, like just be obedient. So you need to remember that this is their want. It's not something that you need to bend over to, rather the opposite. Use your, the judgment that we saw in the beginning. This person's demands are childish, impossible, narcissistic, egocentric. It doesn't come from them being an evil person. It's just like an unfinished person, a person that they can't control their own wants and needs. So they feel so consumed by this fire that they want to force other people to give them what they want. And if they can't, they at least want to forget about that person. So it's not a very complicated person, but it's not a fair person either, or they are not mature and they are not grown up. Okay, so this is what would most likely happen between you two. So we have a 9 of Cups, and I'm feeling that this is you, kind of a summarize of these 3 cards, that you're here taking care of yourself. You have a lot to offer, a lot of things that a person would want. But again, you shy away with your face here. So obviously you don't want to give things in this situation. And this makes this person very, very, very sad. And they feel abandoned. They feel like, why should I have these dreams? Why should I have these desires? Why should I have these wants if I can't get what I want? But I think this person has forgotten about what to give. Like, they didn't give something that was worth having here. They gave something inconsistent, like a present but full of holes, where all the things inside the present has vanished, and there was only an empty box, and you said, no thank you, I don't want your stupid present. And now they are so hurt. So it's very incomplete. It's like a person that can't see past their own nose. Like I can see my own reality, like this is what I want, give it to me. It's almost a little bit caveman like, okay, and then becoming very sad because you didn't want to stay in their cave, like sleeping on the the stones on the floor, and I don't know, being chained maybe to the cave wall, and then you escaped and they are sad. So it's very blunt. It's not very it's not very refined. Okay, so the person is hurting a lot, missing you a lot, being very tormented, alone in their cave. It's cold without you. They couldn't caress you. They couldn't make you stay. They couldn't charm you enough to make you believe in their tricks here. Very sad. So they feel left out in the cold. We can see this in both these pictures. And they're kind of waiting for you here, and would wish you to give of all your riches. So we can see it's the arch here. I'm feeling this arch is a doorway that they could easily go through. They are not, we can't pity them, because the only thing they need to do is kind of walk through the arch, and this means evolve. You know, if you want something, give something. If you want something real, give something real. It's not big of a problem. And here we have a 6 of Pentacles. So it might be that they eventually, you know, will realize, okay, so if I want food, I actually need to pay for food. If I want love, I need to give love. If I want friends, I need to be a friend. If I want forgiveness, I need to be worthy of forgiveness. Here they want to move on. Here they are thinking of what they could give you to make you stay or come back or reconcile. Person like this can be sweet, of course. They are simple-minded, maybe not because they don't have the brain capacity. It's just because it's like a fridge, or it's a light. Okay, that's the kitchen. There's a fridge. That's a door. There's food. So it's very like direct person. It's not. They don't overthink things too much. They just, so I want this. Give it to me. It doesn't have to be like a super bad thing. It can be a person being rather cute as well, because they don't overthink, they don't become overly suspicious. Everything is very straightforward with this person. But when they don't realize, like some things we need to realize, we need to think a little bit. And that is, for example, if I want something, I need to also be able to give. It can't be a one-side relationship. And the person's tricks was obviously very see-through, because you saw it right away and you just say bye-bye. So they weren't even particularly smart with their game. So they seem to think that it should be very easy to persuade someone else to be with them. They think probably life is too complicated. It should be more easy, more straightforward. Why do I need to jump through hoops? Why can't, if I want something, give it to me? And probably they could be the same thing with if you ask them for help, they just give it to you. They don't overthink. Is this fair? Did you help me the last time? So they're probably more easygoing like that as well. So it doesn't have to be like all negative. But in this situation, it's very negative, because if the person is this like a little bit simple-minded, they also need to be loyal. It's like the dog. We don't want the dog if it's only like if it only wants our food but doesn't give us the love, then the dog can stay like a wolf in the forest, and we don't want to invite it to our home. So if they are going to play the role of the dog, they need to be the full dog, like also with loyalty and like sticking around and being like humble. If we want to be simple-minded, also be humble. Don't be simple-minded and having like really high demands on other people, because that's not going to work. And I think in the end, this person will realize it, but they will hurt a lot before, and they won't realize that they just need to walk through this door. If you love someone, show it. If you want someone to stay, you actually need to give them some kind of reason. Okay, see what this person would want to tell you. I'm walking through the dark night of my soul, and we can see that here, that they are a little bit like hurt, and I was trying to be bulletproof. So this with acting a little bit simple-minded might actually be some kind of protection, that it's just playing like a suitor's game, or a game of trying to charm or win you, but then they don't have the energy to take it all the way. It seems very distressful for them to make it past the entry stage. So after that it becomes very heavy. So it's like these people that says, you know, the one person in the relationship asks, do you love me? And the other person says, well, I told you 20 years ago, I will tell you if it's changed. So this person is trying to be bulletproof. They don't want to, don't touch me, it hurts. Or I don't want to make too big of efforts because it stirs up things inside of me that makes me anxious. So I think this person has a lot of unprocessed emotions here that they are not willing to. So they try to stay very daft in their own inside to not pick up on certain things that's actually painful inside of them. I tried, I'm sorry. I need to tell you that I don't feel like this person really tried. I think they just, you know, gave you a penny and expected a whole castle. So I'm not too convinced about that. For me, money is important. So they probably felt like if they could offer you, for example, let's say that they have a good job, then you should give them all your love. You know, they don't have to give you love or appreciation or help to clean the house. They just have this good job. So it's good enough. Yeah, I don't know. This person seems, it's very hard for them to stretch further than, it's hard for them to be a complete person. They just think if I do this, then everything else should come for free. It shouldn't be this struggle here. So they want to have like an easy way, an easy access. I was scared of being used. That's maybe why they don't want to make the big effort or show a lot, like tell you, for example, that they love you every day, because then maybe in the end you would leave them, and then they would feel like a fool. But instead they acted like a fool towards you, and they lost you anyway. So I don't think that game plan was too successful. I have a lot of insecurities, and I think that's why the person is acting so daft, because they don't want to look into these insecurities. They just want life to be simple, easy, not complicated. So, and I was lost. I think they are lost. And it's almost like they want to get more lost. Instead of walking through the arch, they want to get over you. And then they would stay lost because there's no one that can call them home. And there's no one that could, you know, dangle the carrot in front of them. So they would make the effort to try to evolve. So as long as they don't want to do the work, they will stay lost, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so I will take the romance angels to see what's the possibilities for your relationship in the future. So we actually have wedding here and passion. So it's nothing wrong with this person's passion for you. I don't see super much love on their end. They seems a little bit self-focused. They're not talking about their love for you. They just I. And here it's also, it's so sad for me. And you have all this that I want, but you refuse to give it to me. And here first they say, oh, maybe I need to give something in return. But as I said, this is a person that's a little bit like a dog. So if you would get them to be loyal, they would probably be loyal towards you forever, because they are simple-minded. So they would stay because this works. So as long as the relationship works, they wouldn't want to change anything. It's too much work for this person. And they are passionate towards you, but I don't see much love. They are very... a dog is super loving. And this person is like a stray dog that hasn't learned to love a person. They just want their food, okay? So what their soul would want to say to you. from the Lover's Oracle. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Yeah, this person doesn't want to have complicated rules. If you are in the relationship, they want to go on a trip with their mates. They go on a trip with their mates. It shouldn't be any like problems. So don't come with your problems about this. They want things to be simple. Okay, don't complicate things. So your soulmate is already with you in spirit. I almost feel like this person isn't in their body at all. Like there's just an empty shell of it's a human, but where's the soul? I see the soul because there's a lot of passion here, but it's like the soul can't really enter into the body because the body doesn't want to be woken, because if I awake, it hurts. So I think maybe just the soul has been able to dip their toes somewhere, like in the, maybe standing on their shoulders of this human. But in other case, this person is almost like an empty shell. I heard a story once of a person passing by a graveyard and their soul was taken. So after that, the person was kind of empty. They knew